Good day. As you can tell, I'm inside because it's still raining outside. I had so much to do outside, but I guess it's a blessing in disguise because I have so much to do inside. So I started going through my books. We just got this built, which is really cool because it's like a mini. It's actually for like a little area, but it spins and it's round, so I have access to all my books. So I started trying to put them in order. And with me, I have so many different diversities when it comes to books, which in all reality, I really, really need to tell all of you how important it is to start getting books, get tangible stuff that you can hold in your hands. Because I know earlier this morning, while I was having my coffee, I started scrolling to see the books that I wanted, and they're not there anymore, or they went sky high in pricing. And I said, oh, I should have got it back then. So I implore you, whatever books you're looking to get, I would get them now. I mean, even if you don't read them, put them on your bookshelf. You'll have them in the future. Um, and just don't just like stick to one subject. Go throughout the whole gamut. Whatever you're interested in, whatever you think you might be interested in, whatever you might need for the future. Like, I'm very diverse in my books, and I'm not going to keep on and on. I'll get right into it. The first book that I have is, let me put my glasses on. It's called Living Untethered. Okay. It's by Michael J. Singer. Now, this is a book for somebody who needs to have more freedom within themselves. I'll just read you the insert on the back. And then that way, if you decide that it's something good for you, go to Amazon. That's where I get a majority of my books is from Amazon, or anywhere, flea markets, anywhere. I pick up books, pick up books, pick up books. You can never have too many books. And so here we go with this one. Isn't it time you started living untethered? We all want to feel more joy, happiness, and deeper meaning in our lives. But are we looking in all the wrong places? When our sense of wholeness depends on things or people outside ourselves, an income job, a new house, a lavish vacation, or even a new relationship, sooner or later, we're bound to feel unsatisfied. That's why we must look inside for real freedom, love, and inspiration. But how do we embark on this inner journey? A lot of people are lost with that. At once, profoundly transcendent and powerful, practical, living untethered is your compass on a journey towards self-realization and unconditional happiness. On each page, you'll find clear guidance for moving beyond the thoughts of feelings and habits that you kept stuck within inside you. You'll discover a deeper understanding of where your thoughts and emotions come from, which is very, very powerful. Because a lot of times we just don't know why we're feeling like this. And not to mention, uncover your natural energy flow and find freedom from the physiological scars. A lot of people have scars and they don't even realize it. That keeps you from reaching your highest potential. If you're ready to stop struggling and start experiencing the miracles, so basically, I'm not going to go on and on with this, but this writer seems like he really gets right down to your inner self. And that's very important because, and there's thousands and thousands of songs that were written about it, you know, about not being able to help other people when you can't help yourself. And it's true. It's true. Thousands of people can give great advice, but when they look in the mirror, they're lost. And I've been there plenty of times. Plenty of times I've been there. I'm still to this day, as much as I read, and I'm not stupid, but I'm lost, especially with my panic anxiety. I don't know how to conquer it. I don't have the tools. And I'm still searching for books, always, always searching for books that could possibly help me. I have a majority of different books here on mental health. Nowadays, in our society, they don't have enough mental health education. They don't have enough mental health providers that are affordable to people. Whether you have health insurance, what if you don't have health insurance and you can't afford to talk to somebody? You know, we need more mental health providers out there, or social workers, or, you know, substance abuse counselors, or and it needs to be affordable. Like, even with my own personal insurance, and I have very good insurance, I can't afford to go 3 times a week. I'm on a fixed income. I can't do it. So I have to do a lot of on my own, and find different ways that I can do it. And some days I'm like, I want to give up. I'm tired. I'm so mentally tired. And people should not have to live like that. We really should not. We outgrew our caveman mentality, and technology has put us over the top, and so many people minds cannot handle it, and it's sending us into spirals of anxiety, and just, it's not a good thing. So I highly recommend to start getting mental health books. It is a part of homesteading. You have to be strong in here and here and here. Well, here. um, you need a whole body that's strong in order to make a whole self the best that it can be. So this is not the only one, but this is a good one. Like I said, go on Amazon. Um, you know, if I forget to put them in my comments below, just rewind the video and you'll see it. I'm holding it up long enough that you could stop to write it down, which is a good exercise anyway. Stop relying on the internet. I'm going to tell you a quick story real fast, and then I'm going to there's a couple others that I want to get to. The other night, the lights went out, and I was watching TV, of course, and I'm like, oh, gosh. So I said, okay. So I went and I got my emergency flashlight, not thinking. The first thing I did was picked up my phone. I was going to scroll on it to find out, give me some kind of simulation in my head. And I said, wait, stop. I put the phone down. I came out here to my library and I picked up a book and I started reading. And just by having that book in my hand and reading, it put me into such a relaxed, calm state that I actually woke up the next morning. My light was actually burnt out because it was a solar light. I must have went out during the night, and the book was laying on my chest. So books are good. Let's go back and read some books. So with that, I'm going to go on to the next one. And like I said, you got to be diversified. My grandson says all the time, Grandma, or my mom, he calls me my mom, how do you know what you know? And I said, you always have to learn. You never stop learning no matter what. You can never learn too much. And he's like, I know, but you know about this and that and medicine and gardening and animals. And I said, you know why? Because I read and I highlight and I have notebooks that I write stuff down in. And he's like, and he's very with the, the young kids with their cell phones. He's like, I could look it up. I said, okay, but what if there is no internet one day? What are you going to do? He said, I'll have to come to you. And I said, don't worry about it. I have all the books and I'm getting more. And everything that I have will go to my grandchildren. And hopefully they will know what to do in life if it really, really gets bad. Nobody really knows what's going to happen. There's so much crap out there. This is going to happen. That's going to happen. There's something called Agenda 2030. I'm asking everybody, what is that? What is that? That's my next thing I want to look at, just for my own FYI. But let me get back to it. Now, as far as gardening, it's great to grow plants. Yeah, it is. You go to the store, you buy some seeds, and you plant them. And they grow. And you pick them. What happens after that? What happens if you can't get no more seeds? There lies the problem. But if you know how to save seeds, there lies the answer. And this is a very, very good book, and I have many more. The Seed Saving Bible. Great book. Really, really great book. And it's by Carl Joyle. I could be saying that wrong. Joyle. Joyle. Master the Art of Seed Saving. Techniques for harvesting, storing, and planting to ensure fresh produce year-round. Useful for preppers. A prepper, I don't like that word, but, and I'll just, and he's introducing himself, and hello, my name is Carl Joyle. I spent most of my life with my hands in the soil, growing plants from seed to harvest. I have experienced the joys of seeing a small seed grow into a lush plant and the frustration of seeds that never germinate. I know that all too well. I have faced the challenges you are facing and learned to overcome them. I grew up on a small farm where the concept of seed saving was not just a hobby, but a way of life. And that's what you have to do. Make it a way of life. Okay, I'm planting, but what do I do after that? Like, where do I go after that? I need to save these seeds for next year. I'm sorry, I had to change the lighting. The lighting was driving me crazy. My parents, stench farmers, taught me the importance. A handful of tomato seeds in my hand, marveling at the life-giving potential of each tiny little seed. That was the moment I fell in love with gardening, and more specifically with seeds. Over the years, I turned my passion into experience. I studied botany, focusing on seed science. I worked in seed banks, preserving and genetic diversity of, excuse me, plants. And this guy really went into it. Like, he really, like, dove into it from working on his parents' farm. And he was able to provide this for us. So here's our answer. And it's a little book. It's an easy little read. I think it has like 121 pages. And you can highlight it and or jot it down on a little journal and categorize it. And it'll teach you how to use your writing techniques again instead of keep on scrolling on the internet. So, great book. Again, I'm going to put it up. I'll hold it. Screenshot it if you want. If I don't get it in the comments, which a lot of times I forget to, here's the book. Write it down. Screenshot it. Go to Amazon. I got it from Amazon. So, now, these next two books, I'm studying herbalism. And The Homegrown Herbalist by Patrick Jones. Phenomenal school. I really, really can't tell you enough how much this man has taught me just by his demeanor. He's not serious. He's joking. He's laughing. And he really gets you engaged with what he's saying. And funny. My goodness, he's funny. But his school is not just teaching you about herbs. He's really getting into your whole body. And I think I mentioned this in my other book reveal, which I will link this at the end of this video. But and I want to show you this book. You're probably going to laugh because I really, really, you can really tell that I kind of like read this book a lot. Yeah, I mean, like, everything's highlighted and, it's just like I wore this thing out. And Patrick Jones is totally amazing. I would definitely think to go to homegrownherbalist.net and check out his school. It's so worth it. And it's not just you go to school and then that's it. It's a lifetime. Whatever this man finds out or puts up, it's yours for lifetime, which is totally amazing. A lot of people don't do that. And that shows you that a person really cares when they do stuff like that. But here, I'll give you just, again, a little bit of insert of what it says. Doc Patrick Jones is a practicing veterinarian and a clinical herbalist. For many years, he has used the power of herbs to bless the lives of his veterinarian patients and humans. His veterinarian credentials have given him a unique opportunity as an herbalist to treat cases that would normally not be appropriate for herbalists to address. Because of his clinical experience with amazing, powerful herbs, Dr. Jones has developed, evangelical zeal for teaching others to use these amazing plants. In addition to his clinical practice, Dr. Jones regularly lectures and presents workshops on herbal topics, which he does right on YouTube. You can look him up. He has great videos. regular lectures to help others learn and progress as an herbalist. It has this same passion that prompted the founding of Homegrown Herbalist School of Botanical Medicine. And that's what I'm enrolled in. And I totally love it. It's a lot of work, but it's so worth it. Dr. Jones and his wife, Lori Ann, are the parents of 15 children, many of whom were adopted. And he's right in Idaho. I mean, yeah, I'm sorry for the cover, but I really, this goes with me everywhere. I can read it and read it and read it and read it again. I probably know it from back to front and front to back. Here's another one. Okay, can you see it? Yeah, there you go. And he also has another one, which is, again, Doc Jones. Medical weeds. Weeds are our friend. Out in our garden, out in my yard, you know, I never, ever, ever cut the grass or anything before I look through the whole yard. The other day, I just pulled out broadleaf plantain, and I'm like, oh my God, I have so much of it. So I harvested as much as I could, and I dried it, and I have it, and I have the seeds. So I can plant more, even though it will come back. But if it doesn't, I have the seeds. So this is a very, very good book. He shows you what it looks like, and that's burdock. And he goes through milk thistle, and he goes through everything, what the common names are, what the official names are, the appearance, how it's used, can you eat it, can you not eat it, what's dangerous, what's not dangerous. He goes really, really in depth with it. And again, here's a picture of him. As you can tell that he's like a really happy, happy man. Like he just loves to make people laugh. And when you're happy and you're laughing, you want to engage. You want to listen to that person. I know I do. And I laugh at him, and I'm like, oh, but yet in my mind, everything's sinking in. My sponges start opening up. So again, a little bit of insert on this one. You've been fighting weeds for years. It's time to embrace the chaos. Join the other side. Join clinical herbalist, traditional naturopath, and practicing veterinarian Doc Patrick Jones as he explores the amazing medical properties of common weeds. You'll never look at your yard again the same way. Doc Jones has a unique writing style and sense of humor that makes this information a joy to read and access to anyone, and that's the truth. Whether you are a seasoned herbalist or just a beginner, this book will give you much to inspire to teach you. And again, the pictures are amazing. Again, I hit on burdock. Very good book. I highly, highly suggest these two books. And I really, really suggest, if you can afford it, to join his school or save up for it. It's a lifetime of learning. And like I said, with this world nowadays, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know about that good old pharmacia and like where we're getting our medicines from. Why they stop making them here in America? Why did everything go overseas? I get that everything's cheaper, but everybody's not our friend. They're giving us stuff that we don't know what we're getting. Not to mention, with traditional medication, I think that what is it called? The side effects are sometimes worse, more than not, worse than a disease that you have. And I remember when I was young, they used to say, oh, try, well, actually, when I got older, because we didn't really have any commercials then, try such and such. It's good for da, 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 da. And then that's it. That's all you got. And I'll just give you a little example. When I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue, and I didn't know what was happening to me. I was just so tired, and I lost the use of the upper part of my body. I thought I had a stroke. Like I thought I was dying. And after thousands and thousands of dollars, you have fibromyalgia. Okay. Well, we have to put you on painkillers. No, you're not. The doctor says, why? Because you're not. I'm too young. You're not going to, no. So I said, no. And I took the prescription and I ripped it up and I threw it on his desk. I said, thank you, but no, thank you. And he said, you're going to be back. And that was over 30 years ago. Never went back to him. I refuse. Absolutely refuse. But they did give me something. They said it's non-addictive. Da 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 da. It was, and I'm not going to name the drug, but I started losing my vision, and I was like I was like legally blind. I couldn't see, and I ended up with 2 operations on my eyes because it progressed, and I was very, very young. It hardened the lens of my eyes, like an older person, like had severe cataracts, and they're like, "You're way too young. What have you been doing?" I says, "I don't know. The only thing is, I started taking this, and next thing I know, little by little, within a month or so, my vision's going. Now I can barely see anything at all." So I did. I had to go through 2 operations, and they had to put new lenses in my eyes. And I called the company. I was so pissed. I called the company. And I says, don't you do research? Well, yeah, it's being researched now. How? How are you researching this? Well, we're giving it to patients. So I was a guinea pig, and I almost went blind because of your research. And then you wonder why I'm against medicine. You can't. You can't. And what happens if you can't get the medication? I'll give you another, for instance, really fast. Everybody, as you'll see the videos prior, that everybody in my house was so sick, so sick, to the point where I did call my doctor because that's how sick I was. And I wanted, of course, falling back on the old ways, I wanted instant relief. My doctor wasn't available. And I thought, my God, what do I do? And they had said to me, go to the emergency room. I'm sorry, my light just went really bright for some reason. That's crazy. Oh, that's really scary. There it is. It's back. I was like, I'm not going to the emergency room. No way. No, not, you don't know what's in that emergency room. There's more germs in there than there is out here. So then I says, stop. So I started taking my own stuff. I used my tea. I started drinking my tea for congestion, and then I was using my garlic and honey that I had fermented for, I don't know, it's going on several years. I think I posted in one of my other videos. It's a natural antibiotic. And slowly but surely, I started getting better. Herbal medicine takes a little bit longer than traditional medicine, but it doesn't have those crazy side effects. Not to say that they don't have side effects, but it's so much more natural. And that's what they do. They take different parts of a natural plant and then they make it commercially. They extract it and they do it with chemicals, you know? So, and on the tea, I'm sorry, the tea that I was taking was mullein. Yep, if you put honey with it, it's really good. It's really, really good. And it brings up everything out of your chest. Like stuff that's probably been there for a long time. But you know what? I'm going to tell you, just do your own research on mullein. Do your own research on garlic and ginger, and maybe in a future video, as the weather gets colder and things calm down, I'll show you how to make it, and we'll get into more of making stuff like that. So, but anyway, I am on a mend. I do have a cough every now and then, but it's been a long time. See? Not to mention, I've smoked for many years, so shame on me. That's what we did in the 70s. We stole our mother's cigarettes, and now we're all addicted. So, back to herbs. I highly, highly, highly recommend this book. And let me again show you. I hope it's not backwards. But adaptogens. When you start if you want to learn anything, learn about adaptogens. This is a directory of over 40 healing herbs for energy, stress relief, beauty, and overall well-being. Adaptogens go where your body needs it. Oh, you're not feeling good here. I'm going to go there and fix that. But you're not feeling good here. I can go there and fix that too. So adaptogens, it adapts to what you need. And I'll just read you a small insert. It says, your wellness guide to ancient plant-based remedies. The modern world is loud, messy, and stressful. Don't we all know it? And it can wreak havoc on your body, which is a God's honest truth. Eating adaptogen plants that work with your body can combat stress and manage its harmful effects. Stress could kill you. Seriously, it really can. What are adaptogens? The intelligent plants are a delicious way to help the body better deal with the higher amounts of stress that are increasingly common part of every day. They adapt to your own body's unique needs and can use them to bring any of the following benefits into your life. And they're gonna they'll right here they give you a little bit of what's in here. Enhance the well-being and calmness, improve stamina and sex drive. Ooh, well, that piqued my interest. Weight loss and fewer cravings. You know, when you have those cravings, the weight loss goes right out the window. Less inflammation and better immunity. When you have inflammation in your body, it makes you like so exhausted, mentally and physically. I have extreme inflammation in my body, and I'm battling it and every day, and my body's just like going at it and going at it. And you know, I'm constantly asking when I get my blood work, please give me my C-reactive proteins. I need to know that. And mine are, they were so sky high at one time that the doctor was like, oh my God. And I said, nope, nope. So I started battling them, and yeah, I brought them down substantially. Not to mention, every now and then they flare right back up. It's an ongoing battle. But anyway, let me get back to this. Divided into 3 sections, an easy to understand breakdown of the science of adaptogens. A beautifully photographed adaptogen directory, and a slew of delicious and nutritious recipes. There you go. They're teaching how to cook too. Well, how to eat. Adaptogens is a crash course in how to give your body a natural edge. Find out what plants you can do for you. Find out what plants can do for you. Harness nature's power and keep yourself in perfect harmony. And if I could show you, they have such beautiful, beautiful illustrations. Let's see. And the recipes. It's a really, really, really detox smoothies. It's a really, really good book. And it's not very big. Not at all. And in the back, they have works cited, and they have several different references that they got through. And let's see. It's 126 pages. That's like, you know, for me, that's like half-hour read, if that. Ashwagandha. Wow, what a good one. Yes, I can't wait till I get my greenhouse up. That's going to be grown in there. You know, and here, just as an FYI, ashwagandha, I'm just going to give you one. This adaptogen has been around for thousands of years, and I can't say what it is because I'll probably butcher it. It is grown to medicine to support the immune system, used for its revitalizing properties. Ashwagandha is truly well-rounded. It's great to overcome modern day stress and to help improve sexual health and encourage restful sleep. Well, if you have good sex, you're going to go to sleep afterwards, I guess. I don't know. I didn't know that was in there. I really didn't read that. I didn't like that. But they have, you know, American ginseng. The ginsengs, a lot of them are energy. There's some that aren't, which is good. Like me, I can't take some of the ginsengs because of my my panic and anxiety. It gets me going way too fast. I think in one of my other videos, I might have talked about when I drank almost a quart of beet juice and wondering why I was like speeding. I'm like, my God, what's wrong with me? But yeah, I mean, it gives you a lot. And I'm sure that, look at those beautiful pictures. So let me put this up for you. Oh, excuse me, my stomach is growling at me. So those are just a few of my books. I have many more, and I have a lot more in the bedroom. And like I said, if I don't link these down in the description, go back and watch the video and just jot them down. All except for Doc Jones. I got all of them off of Amazon. Because every time somebody says, what do you want for your birthday? Books. What do you want for Christmas? Books. You know, what do you want for Mother's Day? Books. Seeds. Yeah, and that's another thing. While you can, get out and get your seeds. And make sure they're non-GMO, and just make sure that they're come from a reputable place. And even, you know, because after you regrow them and regrow them and regrow them and save the seeds and regrow them, they all become a healthier seed that adapts to your area. So, but with that, I have to get back up and I have to put my books away because I'll sit here all day and read my books. And I have so much to do. I think I'm going to make a pot pie tonight out of the rest of the stew that I had. I ended up putting it in the refrigerator late last night. And I'm going to put a little thickener in it and make a pie crust. And nice meal for a rainy day. A nice big old pot pie. So, and if you want to know about any other books, let me know. I'm sure I have it here. If you have any questions, let me know. Please comment. Not too many people are commenting, and that really helps me understand what kind of audience I have and what you like. I mean, my one girlfriend, she comments all the time. She's hilarious. But please comment on my videos and let me know what you like or what you want to see. And I'm always up for it. I'll do it. You know what I mean? If I can't, I'll figure it out. But the most important thing is I want to get my videos out there. I want people to know what I know. And I'd like to know what they know or what you guys know. Maybe you guys can teach me something. With that, I want to say, have a great day. Please be safe out there. If you're in our area and it's raining, watch the people on the roads because they don't know how to drive. Seriously. That's why I have 2 trucks out there. I like to have a fighting chance. But have a great day. And I'll talk to you soon. And please be safe. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.